Have you ever wondered why tensions are escalating between China and the Philippines in the West Philippine Sea? Well, let's delve into this complex issue. The West Philippine Sea is a strategic gateway for global trade, connecting the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Its importance is further amplified by its rich natural resources, making it a hotspot for geopolitical conflicts. The current political situation in this region is a precarious one. China, an emerging global power, has been increasing its presence in the region, which has led to growing tensions with many Southeast Asian countries, particularly the Philippines. At the forefront of this standoff is Admiral John C. Aquilino, the commander of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. Aquilino has been vocal about his concerns, warning China about the potential consequences of its actions. He believes that China's continued harassments towards the Philippines could result in further humiliation for the Chinese government and potentially lead to their downfall. Now, this might seem like a bold statement. After all, China is a global superpower with a robust economy and a formidable military. So what makes Admiral Aquilino so confident about his prediction? The answer lies in the dynamics of international politics and the power of collective action. As China continues to flex its muscles in the West Philippine Sea, it risks alienating itself from the international community. This could lead to economic sanctions and diplomatic isolation, which can significantly weaken its global standing. Moreover, China's assertive actions in the region could potentially ignite a united front among the Southeast Asian nations, backed by other global powers. This collective action could challenge China's dominance, leading to a major power shift in the region. Now, you might be asking, why would China risk such humiliation and potential downfall? Is there a bigger picture we're missing here? Keep watching until the end for the answer. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like. We've got plenty more intriguing content coming your way. So, who exactly is Admiral John C. Aquilino, and why should we heed his warning? Admiral John C. Aquilino is not just a man in uniform, he is a seasoned military leader with more than 3 decades of experience. Born in New York and a graduate of the United States Naval Academy, he has risen through the ranks to become one of the most respected figures in the U.S. Navy. His service record is a testament to his strategic acumen, leadership, and dedication to the cause of peace and security. As the head of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, Admiral Aquilino oversees the largest fleet command in the world, spanning over 100 million square miles from the west coast of the United States to the Indian Ocean. His role is a crucial one, particularly in maintaining the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region. It is a position that requires not only military expertise, but also a deep understanding of the geopolitical landscape. Admiral Aquilino is no stranger to the intricate dynamics of the region. He's been vocal about his concerns over China's increasing assertiveness in the West Philippine Sea, warning that their actions could lead to greater tensions and potential conflict. He believes in the importance of upholding international law and the rights of all nations to freely navigate these waters. But why should we listen to Admiral Aquilino? Why should his words carry weight? The answer lies in his extensive understanding of the strategic implications of these territorial disputes. He knows the stakes, he understands the risks, and he is acutely aware of the potential fallout of these escalating tensions. His warnings are not to be taken lightly. They're not just rhetoric or mere posturing. They are grounded in a profound understanding of military strategy and a deep commitment to maintaining peace and security in the region. Admiral Aquilino's words aren't just empty threats. They are backed by years of military experience and strategic analysis. So, when he warns of the potential consequences of China's actions in the West Philippine Sea, it's time for the world to sit up and take notice. But why is China so invested in the West Philippine Sea in the first place? It's a question that's been at the forefront of global affairs for a while. To understand China's motivations, we have to delve into 3 main factors: economic, strategic, and nationalistic. Firstly, the economic aspect. The West Philippine Sea is a treasure trove of untapped resources. Underneath its azure waves, it holds vast reserves of oil and natural gas. It's also a rich fishing ground, providing livelihoods for millions. For a rapidly growing economy like China, these resources present an opportunity too enticing to resist. Next, let's move on to the strategic perspective. The West Philippine Sea is a critical international shipping route, with a large portion of global trade passing through it. By wielding control over these waters, China gains a strategic choke point, exerting influence over international trade. Moreover, it provides a buffer zone, shielding China's southern coast from potential threats. Finally, nationalistic motivations cannot be overlooked. The Chinese government asserts that the West Philippine Sea has been an integral part of China since ancient times, a claim that fuels national pride. This narrative, deeply ingrained in the Chinese psyche, aids the government in rallying domestic support, reinforcing its legitimacy. But these motivations don't exist in a vacuum. They're manifesting in China's assertive actions in the region. From building artificial islands to deploying a maritime militia, China's increasing military presence has been a cause for alarm. It's a high-stakes game of power projection, with China asserting its dominance. However, one can't help but wonder whether these actions are a double-edged sword. As China flexes its muscles, it's also stoking tensions, pushing regional powers into a corner. This could lead to a counterbalancing effect, triggering a collective response from regional and global powers. While China's motivations may seem clear, the consequences of their actions are far less predictable. Whether these assertive actions will secure China's interests or backfire spectacularly is a question that remains to be seen. What could be the potential downfall that Admiral Aquilino is warning China about? Let's delve into this intriguing question. Admiral Aquilino's warning isn't simply about military might, it's about the broader implications of China's actions. First and foremost, the diplomatic repercussions are significant. As China continues to flex its muscles in the West Philippine Sea, it risks straining its relationships with other nations. It's not just about the Philippines. Other countries, allies and neighbors alike, may view China's actions as a sign of potential aggression towards them. This could lead to diplomatic isolation, a situation no country, regardless of its power, would want to find itself in. Next, the economic fallout cannot be ignored. A strained relationship with the international community could lead to economic sanctions affecting China's trade relations. In an interconnected world where economies are interlinked, such a scenario could have a domino effect, leading to a significant economic downturn for China. It's a risk that could shake the very foundation of China's economic growth story. Then there's the military aspect. While China has a formidable military, so do many of the nations it could potentially alienate. An escalation of tensions could lead to an arms race, or worse, a military conflict. The cost of such a conflict, both in terms of human lives and resources, would be enormous. Finally, there's the role of international law and global opinion. Infringements on sovereignty and disregard for international law could lead to a loss of credibility for China on the global stage. As Admiral Aquilino warned, humiliation is a potential outcome. This loss of face in the international arena could be a significant blow to China's global ambitions. The stakes are high and the world is watching. The path China chooses to take will have far-reaching implications. China's actions in the West Philippine Sea aren't just about territorial disputes. They're about respect, cooperation, and peace in the international community. The potential downfall that Admiral Aquilino warns about isn't just a military defeat, it's a loss on multiple fronts. Now, let's go back to the unanswered question we left hanging earlier. Why would China risk such humiliation and potential downfall by continuing their harassments towards the Philippines in the West Philippine Sea? It's a conundrum that has puzzled many, and the answers are not straightforward. Could it be a misjudgment of the international response? It's possible. After all, the world is a complex place filled with shifting alliances and unpredictable outcomes. A country can miscalculate the consequences of its actions and end up facing unexpected backlash. China's continuous harassments may be a gamble, a high-risk move they believe will pay off in the end, but if they're wrong, the price could be steep. Or perhaps it's an overestimation of their own capabilities. China, being a global superpower, might believe that it can handle any fallout from its actions. They may feel that their military and economic prowess gives them a certain immunity. But history is filled with examples of empires that thought they were invincible, only to be brought low by their own hubris. Then again, it could be a combination of both, a misjudgment of the international response and an overestimation of their own capabilities. The motivations behind such actions are rarely simple. and often it's a tangled web of factors that lead to a country's decisions. While we don't have all the answers, we can say that the choices made by China today will have far-reaching implications. Their actions in the West Philippine Sea are not just a local issue, but a global one that could shape the geopolitical landscape of tomorrow. And with that, we've arrived at the end of our journey. We've delved into the complexities of this geopolitical standoff, but there are still many questions left unanswered. The world is a complex place, and understanding it is a lifelong journey. So let's keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep wondering. While we can't predict the future, it's clear that the choices made today will shape the geopolitical landscape of tomorrow. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.